Hi pals, welcome to my channel. My name is Julz and I'm a Scottish Highlander on a budget. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you are not subscribed and just watching, thank you. I do appreciate you as well. I very much always seem to be talking about subscribers, but anybody that just silently watches, anybody that watches but hasn't subscribed, I do appreciate you as well. So thank you so much. I'm really been blown away over the last few weeks with all the lovely comments I've been getting, the lovely messages I've been getting in my inbox. You guys have just made me feel so good, and it's lovely. I really do feel just amazing having started this budgeting journey. I started it for myself, but I've started to make some really good friends on here, and I'm just so over the moon with you all. So I just wanted to quickly say before we start that all the planners are here, well, they're at Highlands, ready to be packed. So I'm going to do that this afternoon, and then start getting them out slowly, because with all the planners that I've got and the advent calendars, I'm going to be in the post office every single day, and I know I'm going to drive them mad. My post office is really good. The staff in there are amazing, but I don't want to overwhelm them, and no matter what time of day I go in, I always end up with a queue behind me. So I know that, yeah, taking all of these planners in is going to be a nightmare. But anyway, what I was going to say is I'm going to start getting them out over the course of this next week. They will be tracked, so if you want the tracking details, message me and I can get them to you. But if not, I'll just keep the tracking details, and then if there's any issue, then I have the details you know, with me. But if you want the details, just let me know. I have been up for hours, and this coughing just seems to start when I talk too much. So thankfully for Piper, I don't ramble on at her too much. So I haven't coughed all day, but yeah, there we are, it started. So yeah, so the planner is now, the pre-order is now completed, but I have got my next sort of lot of planners coming in. These will be available all year round now. I really apologise about that shadow. But yeah, they will be available all year round, and they will be available on Etsy, but you can still get them cheaper if you come directly through me, because I have to pay fees for Etsy. So I have to charge those fees because I can't take the pot, you know, like I keep the planner as cheap as possible, and yeah, I can't take the hit for the Etsy fees because they I wouldn't make any profit on the book. So yeah, so that is available. That'll be available once I get all these planners out, just in case people order on Etsy and then I end up having you know, just no time in between sending out this pre-order lot and the next lot. So yeah, so we are going to quickly do a closeout video, just so that I know where we're standing financially, before I then do my budget for next week. I was doing the budget on my predicted, but I think it's so easy to do it on what I have, because on a Sunday I know exactly what's in my bank. So yeah, so let's do that. Where are we in? We're in November. Can you believe it? The second week of November is starting for me today. It's just insane. So anyway, we don't need that page. Let's go to here. So I've done all the figures, just to try and make these videos a little bit quicker, because I know that I do rabbit on a little bit. So I've kind of done a lot of the figures. Again, I apologise for the coughing. I really can't do anything about it, and I'm so sorry. I know it is annoying. So my predicted income rollover was 1,766.57, and that's because I got paid at the end of October. And then I had 79 pence interest on my bank, and then a lovely lady bought an advent box and paid too much, and she requested that I put that money towards Piper, so that is what I'm going to do. So that £5 will go into Piper's little pocket, and it will be spent on her and any it'll just stay in there, if that makes sense, until I buy something for her. But so yeah, so thank you so much, Kirsty. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, it was just really lovely to have somebody. I mean, it's really lovely to have when people say, oh, treat yourself to a coffee. You know, I do appreciate that so much. But it was just lovely when somebody said, oh, get a wee treat for Piper. I was like, oh, well. Because obviously she's my baby and it's lovely. Anyhow, in total, all of that added up to £1,772.36. All my bills came out. My council tax did come out, so my 3 weeks must be December and January, which is even better. Like, past me must have been so smart, because obviously January is a really sticky month, isn't it? It's a horrid month because most people get paid early. We get paid a little bit early in December, so yeah, it's January can be like a really long month. So past me was really thinking of future me. So December and January must be my 3 months. Car tax came out at £13.12. I think I made a mistake with 18. I think that was the very first one, and then it went down to £13.12, so that's a wee bit extra. Car repayment is £300, so that is the very last £300 payment I have to pay for my car. I have £100 left to pay in December, and then that £300 is essentially mine again. But I have a few options with that £300. I don't want to just put it into my budget. I want to do something with it. So I've got a few options whether to reduce it down and put, so like 200, 150, something like that, into like a NISA, or whether to pay off my debts with it, or whether to put it into my budget. But I don't really want to do that because I feel it'll just get lost. And what I would really like to do is just add to my car maintenance that I'm doing, my car emergency, which is really technically for if anything big happens to the car, but also towards a deposit for my next car, which won't be for a long time yet. But so that is kind of where I'm thinking about putting that money. But I'm going to pay the £100 in December, and then I think the £200 from that will go into, if anything is needed for December, just to give me that little bit extra. And then from January, the £300 will be used to its best advantage, because I don't just want it to be lost in my budget again, because it's always been out and it's always been a payment, and I want to kind of continue that, as £300 is like just not being in my budget just now. But we'll see. £19.99 for pet plan came out. 2001, oh goodness me, £215.69 came out for my loan. I have 11 months left on that loan as well, so that's coming down really quick. So potentially some of this money could pay that off quicker, maybe by the summer, who knows. It's still a thought process. I don't want to be in a position where something happens to the car and I need that money and I've earmarked it in the loan, you know what I mean? So same as why I could probably pay off my loan with my emergency fund and some of the savings challenges that I've got that haven't really been utilised yet. But then something might happen that I might need that money, so I don't really want to be, you know, too over the top paying that off quicker. £61.50 came out for broadband, £29 came out for the mobile, £10 came out for Westcott. Didn't get round to paying my rent, but I will pay it next week. But it's in credit anyway, so it's not a huge deal. And then £94.42 came out for my credit card. Now that is the minimum payment plus I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but they give you a boosted payment. So they give you a set amount of money that they think would boost your payment and whatever. And it was actually more than the minimum payment that the boosted payment was. So I just went with it because I had the finances. So, and it will get my credit card down quicker. So that is why it's so high. My credit card is not thousands and thousands and thousands to make that minimum payment. That is like double the minimum payment. So in totals for this week, my bills came to £839.72, which left me with £932.43. I did use sinking funds, which I should have thought about. So we did use eating out. which was £35, and the £35 would have been in there. I will change the numbers on this after, because it doesn't really make much difference because it cancels itself out anyway. But I'll change all the numbers at the top, but I'll just start from here for the numbers. So, and also because I want to bring in my new friend, so my new friend and my new calculator. I'm still not convinced that she's any better than her counterpart, but we will see. So we'll give it a try. The reason I went with this one was because the buttons are bigger, and I thought with my longer nails, especially when they've started to grow out, I think that's where the problem comes. So I thought this might be better, but this one actually, it feels better. So we'll see. It was only like £2 or £3 I think off Temu, so I'm not really too fussed. But she's here and we're going to give her a bash. Okay, so also I'm used to the on button being up there, but she's down here. Okay, so we had 9, 3, 2, 43. The good thing about this one is you can backspace, you know, like if I put a wrong digit in, you can bring it back, so that is a good thing. And then we are going to take away the 35. That is not going to work. Let's start again. So we have 177, 2, 36. Because if I don't do the whole numbers, then it won't tally down the whole way, will it? So that was, I should have just left all the numbers and just gone on. Anyway, we've started, so we shall finish. 0706 36. 1807 36. Goodness, I wrote that, that's fine. And then we will minus 83972, which is 96764. How does that even work? I only added 35. Oh, I'm tempted to start this video again. 176657 plus 79 plus 5 plus 35 is 180736 minus 83972. 96764. Looks like my calculations were all wrong anyway, so that's fine. Minus 35 again, which is 93264. And then I put £20 over to extra debt, so that is just sitting in hyperjar waiting for the end of the month, and if I don't need the money I will put it over. So that is 91264. And then I put over £160 into sinking funds as I had predicted, so hopefully this works out right. 75264, that's fine. And then we're going to go into the purse. I was going to do that at the start of the video, but then I think it's just too much backing and throwing and whatever, so we'll just do it now, which is here. So groceries and fuel both got 45. My spending got 8. That was with my new challenge, which will be up this week because obviously I just ended up being a bit overrun with the planners coming in and the getting payments and all that sort of thing. But yeah, the spinning Santa will come up this week on Etsy for anybody that would like it. And then work spending and Piper. She didn't get anything, but she is going to get something this week. Okay, so where's my purse? So let's just flip through to the easier ones. So fuel, there's £5 left. So we spent 40 and there's £5 left over. my spending, oh, we still have £8. So the 5 will go in there for now, but the £8, actually the full £8 goes into a different challenge, so we'll leave it there. Piper had nothing, so we don't need to worry about her. And work spending, I didn't spend anything and I have £5 left over. The reason for that is because I had to cancel my client because my dad fixed my car, and can I just say what an awesome job he's done. Thank you, Dad. For all those of you that are new or don't remember, I drove into Alan's garden wall, scraped all the sides of my car. I'll maybe put a picture up on Instagram a few weeks ago anyway, but it's been a while but my dad has managed to get with my dad and organise for time for him in between his work and stuff like that, and he has fixed it and it is just perfect. But anyway, so money will be coming out of my car maintenance, £300 to pay for the paint and stuff like that, but anyway, it meant that I had to borrow his car, and with my job to take clients out I need to have a special insurance, like business insurance, and my dad obviously has insurance for me to drive it but not for me to take a client in the car, so I had to cancel my client on Saturday, which meant that obviously I didn't spend that money. So groceries, we have 5, 6, 7, 20, 40, 60, £88 left over, and 5, 11 pence. So that 5 goes in there, and let's put this change in here. Okay, so we had 45 and we have £8 and 11 left over, which means we spent £36 and 89 pence on groceries this week. More than I really want to be spending, but I needed to get some bits. So 36.89, we spent 40 on fuel. We didn't spend anything, we didn't spend anything, and we didn't spend anything. So not really an overly spendy week, really, to be fair. So we spent £76 and 89 pence. So 752.64 minus 76.89 is 675.75. And now we come into the challenges. So we did put £10 into the monthly, and we did put 22 into the 26 weeks, and we did put £2 into the Santa. And then we have new challenges for December. So this is the Santa one. I do have to add, I realise I haven't done it, but I do have to add the name of the challenge on there, or somewhere about there, just so you know. So that is that one, and then Reindeer Riches is the one that goes alongside it. So we already put £2 in to Reindeer Riches because I just had the extra change, and then this £8 is also going to go into Reindeer Riches. So that is the leftover, and although technically, so we did technically have £10 saved between these plus the two, it means if I do spend, obviously there'll be less, but I'm not really been spending my spending money recently because we don't really have coffee shops and stuff up here. It's not that easy to spend my spending, so it would only be if I was working and I went into the shop and got maybe a drink or something that I would spend my spending money. But to be fair, if I've got grocery money, I would take it out of there because it's food and drink. So it would really only be if there was something like a magazine or something, maybe. But I've not really been spending that, which is good because it all just goes to savings. So £8 is going into reindeer riches, and then saving for a rainy day. So each little cow is £5, and we have 5, 10 and 15 saved here. So we're going to do a nice little blue. So 5, 10 and 15 into there. So a good start. So this is thinking about, it'll see me through to the end of December. That's my plan anyway. And then these will be obviously to the end of December. And see how much we can save from them. I'll leave that there to dry. So 15 went into McRainy Day. And then penny challenges, we have £2 coins, and all the rest is change. So that was £3.11, wasn't it? So we've got £2 coins. 1, 2. Pop them in the jar. And then we have £1.11 and change. And no, I still have not done this yet. Okay, so £1.11. Let's minus the highest number is 66. Let's 45, which I can't do. So £1.11 minus 49 is 62. Can't do that one. Minus 14. This is so hard. I really need to change this. £1.11 minus 44. 67. Let's just do 44 and 66. There'll be an extra penny, but that's okay. If not, I'll just never get it, and I'll try and work it out. And if I can get the extra penny in there, I will do it. So let me roll, see what I can do there. I'll try and do that this afternoon. No, I won't, because I'm doing planners. Try and do that one evening, or maybe one day when I'm at work. I have a couple of clients who I just sit with and they sleep, so I'll maybe do that when they're doing that. Okay, so we have £10 plus £12, no, plus £22, plus 2 plus 15. I probably could have done this all in my head. That's ridiculous, actually. So £60 and 11 pence. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, £60 and 11. Don't know why I didn't trust the calculator. So 675.75 minus £60 and yeah, this calculator's not any better, guys. 675. £675 and 75 pence minus £60 and 11 pence equals 615.64. And because of that extra £2, I should have 613. Oh, you can't see. I've got 613 in my bank. But that is because of that extra £2. So I'll need to rectify that. No, that's not right because I've put it in there. Oh no, I didn't. Look, I didn't add it in. I've just got the 8. Yeah, so that'll be 60. Oh goodness, no wonder you guys don't like watching my videos. Oh dear me. So that is £62.11, which is 67575 minus 62.11 is 61364. Oh, perfect. So happy with that. Yeah, so that is our closeout for the week. I am sorry for the nonsense, but I just wanted to point out this quote. I don't think I did it earlier. Comparison is the thief of joy. Now it really is. If you compare your budget, your journey, how much you're saving compared to how much somebody else is saving, how many views you get on your channel compared to how many other people do, how many subscribers you have, it does take the joy out of it. And I said that to somebody yesterday, I think it was, that I've had so many beautiful comments over the last couple of weeks, you know, with the planner and the advent calendar. You know, I'm speaking to a lot of people because it's all been through Instagram. And I've had so many beautiful comments, and lots of lovely people have been saying that they enjoy my videos because it helps them, because obviously they're using the planner already, and so it helps them with their budget and things like that. And I have so many really lovely things, and then you get one negative comment or one dislike on a video, or one, you know, just something happens and all that joy is taken, because you compare yourself like, why does such and such, how can they save that amount, how do they never get dislikes on their videos? Maybe they just don't look, or just don't say anything, but you know, like all that kind of thing. And you do compare, and then all the lovely comments that you've had, all the loveliness that you've had over the time is just stolen away. So yeah, so don't compare yourself in any way, shape or form, be it the way you look, the way you act, the way you think, because you are you are unique, and you are special, and you are just amazing. So always think on that yourself and don't compare. Anyhow, that's my little TED talk for the evening. Take care, have a great one. I'm going to go off now, have a quick drink and of water, and do my budget for next week. Okay, take care, have a good one. Bye bye guys.